In general, we succeeded in breaking or conforming to the conventions that we set out to in our research and planning stages. A convention of TV adverts is to have a mini-drama which tells a narrative, expressing conflict. However, we have deviated from this convention as the results of our audience feedback suggested we should not have a narrative and instead a series of non-continuity shots. We successfully rejected this convention in clearly demonstrating the abstract nature of the advert by showing a number of different locations and outfits which were made to appear randomly complied together. Again, in our questionnaire results, the use of a conventional voiceover for our TV ads was rejected, as we believed that the audience members found this to be too cheesy and felt that it could weaken the professionalism of the production if done wrong. Instead, we opted for displaying the brand name and details through the final shots at the end of each advert.
While celebrity endorsement is a convention of fashion adverts in particular, sourcing a celebrity is clearly unachievable for us.
We also analysed relevant TV tropes from the website tvtropes.org, which are frequently appearing themes or motifs in television advertising. We connected the tropes bottled cool, appeal to vanity and bandwagon technique to our product during research stages. We successfully achieved the trope of bottled cool, which promises to make the audience member cooler if they buy into the product. We did this through selecting a model which would inspire personal identity in the audience members and through low angle, empowering shots and an upbeat, cool soundtrack. When fulfilling the trope of appeal to vanity, again the empowering shots and soundtrack of the advert inspire the audience members to want to replicate the confidence and attractive look of the model. However, the suggested aspect of the exclusiveness which promotes this trope was not particularly evident in our advert, and therefore we could have selected certain props or locations, a red carpet for example, which connoted the exclusiveness of the products.
Whilst we discussed the use of the bandwagon technique, we did not carry this through to our production, as we do not allude to the fact that our products are popular and that the audience members should buy into the brand because everyone else is. To achieve this, we could have promoted the idea through statistics or statements such as "Britain loves," which addresses the audience as a whole movement and thus making them feel as though they should buy into the brand to fit in.
This advert adheres with the conventions of a fashion advert in terms of shot types, editing, sound and lighting. The beginning shots in the studio follow conventions of a typical fashion advert through short takes, quick cuts and a range of shot types which show off the whole outfit.
This shot uses a reverse effect and a change in speed, confirming the conventions of postmodern editing, which makes convention of the idea of breaking conventions of film editing by drawing attention to the product as a construct.
This series of shots, along with the first studio shots, breaks conventions of fashion adverts having glossy high-key lighting, as it is low-key lighting in the majority of these shots. This was to draw attention to the model and the clothes rather than the mise-en-scène. This lighting effect was fairly difficult to achieve, with our school studio lights not being strong and flexible enough to focus the light in a small area. Having different resources may have enabled us to enhance the look of the effect. Here, there is a jump cut. This is conventional in fashion adverts as it adds to the non-continuity editing.
This low-angle shot connotes the dominance of the clothes, which is conventional in fashion adverts, as part of a postmodern society which focuses on the worth of consumer goods. Adorno expanded upon Marxist theories of commodity fetishism and suggested that consumerism caused the demise of creativity.
The title cards at the end of the advert are also conventional in fashion adverts, showing the brand's name and web address, and therefore linking the products to an accessible method for the audience to purchase them. We have also adhered with the conventions of advert soundtracks as our songs are upbeat and lively. However, we have not used a well-known song due to copyright issues, which is often the case with larger fashion companies that have the budgets and the power to access a chart track. We could have followed this convention by sourcing an artist to record a well-known track, but we found it difficult to find a singer that was accessible and also had the right sort of sound for the relevant genre of music.
The series of shots in front of the graffiti are conventional in their variety of shot types, showing off different aspects of the outfit, as well as the quick cuts and short takes in this sequence, which create a conventional fast pace to the advert.
Again, this advert has postmodern editing, with reversing shots and speeding up and slowing down, and therefore adding to the postmodern techniques, which are conventional in fashion advertising, drawing attention to the clothes. The bokeh effects and vignettes are conventional for a fashion advert because, looking at other adverts, special effects like splashes of light are used very effectively. The vignette, in particular, makes intertextual reference to vintage glamour, a style which is sophisticated and denotes confidence. This is then juxtaposed with the use of the graffiti in the street-style urban clothing, which connoted modernity. There is a mixture of references with the graffiti, connoting a tough masculine environment, and the clothes and the playful actions of the model, which represent femininity. This creates binary oppositions, which alludes to the variety of clothing available, and sets the ad apart from others, which stick to the one theme or tone.
We have also conformed to the convention of having multiple locations and flicking between them, which adds to the conventional non-continuity editing.
The medium shots, which show only the model's body without her head, are also conventional of fashion adverts, as they show off the outfit in full.